Remember, my Patreon supporters got to see previews and work in progress shots of the figure as I made it. If you want to join them, all you gotta do is donate at least $1. The link is in the description below. Hello out there, this is Wake Angel 2001 coming at you with a commission for Tyler, who is one of my Patreon supporters. It's Zachary the Hedgehog, his fan character. Now, let's go off on a little bit of a tangent. Tyler sent me this character sheet of Tyler, including a really well done mock-up of how to make a figure using Tomi's Sonic figure as a base. I mean, look at that. It's basically like a technical drawing version of the Tomy modern Sonic figure modified to look like his character, and that's really cool. Tyler, that's actually really well done. I'm proud of you. That looks cool. Unfortunately, the fact of the matter is that I wouldn't be able to do these kinds of modifications on Tomi's Sonic figure. It really stems from the fact that Tomi's Sonic figure can't be dismantled, meaning that there's a lot of limitations onto how we'll be able to customize it. For one thing, being able to cut off and then reattach the spines upside down on this, as well as doing resculpting around the head, when the head's still attached to the body, this really doesn't work out very well, because you got to do everything when it's all put together, and like cutting into parts without getting into important joints or scratching other things, and then just the raw balance of it just doesn't work. In addition to the fact that that figure's hands and feet can't be removed, so making modifications to them, beyond very minor sculpting, it would be really next to impossible, especially for the shoe design, because since I wouldn't be able to remove the legs from the hips, I'd have to do it all as one piece, and then like the legs are too close together, so the sculpt would clip into each other. It just couldn't be done. So unfortunately, I can't use the Tomy figure to make this character. However, that doesn't stop us from making good old Zachary using Jazzware's Sonic figure, so that's what I did. I happen to have parts of a leftover Sonic figure from a commission that got cancelled. I got as far as upturning that Sonic figure's spines. Like, instead of using a shadow head, which already has upturned spines, doing this allows you to keep a character that has Sonic's face. Because Sonic and Shadow's face do look different from each other, so there you go. So, since I already had this, all I had to do was sculpt on the bangs that Zachary has. He has, like, 2 that go over his right eye and 1 that goes over his left eye. And he has a frayed spine look, a little bit like the Boom Sonic interpretation. So, the bottom spines just have a little extra point. So once all this was in place, all he really needed was a paint job. He is navy blue, so the figure's painted navy blue. And he has really light teal eyes. Well, it's more of a periwinkle than a teal, really. And it's hard to see the details, but he has like some Naruto whisker lines on his muzzle and a black outline that goes around his eyes. It's more visible here in the profile shot than it was up front. The boots that he wears are sculpted over Sonic's shoes, but they're basically like a really high-top modified version of Sonic's soap shoes, if you take a look at them. Yeah, I had to cut the arch in, that's why it looks a little bit straighter. Because, like, with regular soap shoes, I could build them around Shadow's shoes pretty well, but, this design, it was just really different, so it was better just to carve into Sonic's feet, rather than try to do a whole bunch of sculpting onto Shadow's. The gloves were a much lighter mod. It's just a little bit of material on the back of the palm, and then painted red. Although I did drill a hole through the right hand, he said something about wanting it to be a holding thing hand, so there we go. The torso is still Sonic's, although I did sculpt in some chest fluff. Hey, everything that we know about Sonic characters shows that hedgehogs typically have a chest fluff, and that Sonic is an exception. And until we get to see Amy without a shirt or with a more cleavage-bearing top, we're not going to be able to tell if she has one of these or not either. Imagine what would happen if Sega revealed that she does have chest fluff. All the fan art that would have to be updated. And there is the completed Zachary. And I know what you're thinking. What's up with his right hip? I know, it's all I can see too. That pin doesn't go in any deeper. The figure came like that. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe when they were making the little hole for his hip for the mushroom peg to go into, they didn't make it deep enough. I mean, Jazzwares figures often have asymmetries like that, but yeah, you got it fits in there solidly, and the figure actually stands better than the average Sonic figure does. So just take it as a win. So yeah, that's good old Zachary the Hedgehog. He looks pretty cool. I really do like that boot design. It's a pretty unique take on what a soap shoe can be. Plus, this Ultra Instinct pose that I set him up in. It's I don't know. I wanted to show the figure from the back, but I'm like, hey, wait a second. That totally looks like Goku's Ultra Instinct pose from Dragon Ball Super, doesn't it? Man, that is awesome. So yeah, it's a cool looking figure. It's just wish that pin was a little shorter, or the hole was a little deeper. Something that makes that pin not stick out. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. We'll see you next time. Hope February is as productive as January was.